Hello, and good day to everybody. I thank God for you, and I appreciate you for being a part of Hope TV. It is my prayer that you will tune in to get a daily dose of hope. You know, we're hope dealers here, and our aim is to encourage and to inspire and to bring holistic content and programming that will build up our community in a variety of ways, whether it be spiritual, whether it be mental, emotional, physical. Our goal is to ensure that people are empowered. You know, in this day and time, there's so much bad news on the television. So many different things are happening in our society, but it's good to know there's always hope. There's always an opportunity for empowerment and advancement. And so to that end, thank you for being with us today on the Hope TV. I pray that you are blessed. I pray that you're staying safe. And I want to thank you for being a part of our programming here. The first 2 months of Hope TV, we've had well over 15 million views of our content via our cumulative platforms. And so if you've tuned in today via Apple TV, Roku TV, Twitch, Amazon, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, if you're watching through the House of Hope Atlanta app or the houseofhopeatl.com website or the edewissmith.org website, however you've tuned in, we appreciate you for your viewership. And if you're watching through a medium that will allow you to subscribe, to like, to share, or to comment, please do so right now. That helps us with our algorithms. It helps us to get the word out. So come on, subscribe to the YouTube channels, follow the Facebook pages, House of Hope Atlanta, official page of Pastor E. Dewey Smith. Follow the YouTube pages, subscribe to them, House of Hope Atlanta, Dr. E. Dewey Smith on YouTube, and keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that like button. And why don't you take a moment now and share this link with 5 other people. If you can do that, I promise you, you won't regret it. I think this is going to be one of our most transformative programs. You know, we offer programs here. We have 35 different programs that we offer that are either on air, in development, or in production. And this has all happened in the last 3 months. That's because of wonderful people like you. And we need your help, your continued support to get the word out. So take a moment right now. Take a moment right now and send this link to 5 people. Send this link to 5 people. I think today is going to be absolutely transformative for our community. So please help us get the link out. Share it with 5 people right now. If you've not yet followed us on social media, I want you to follow us at the Hope TV. We have an Instagram page and also a Twitter page that you can follow right now. You also can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well. Today, I'm excited. I'm excited because we have an opportunity to bring information that's empowering. As I said, we try to undergird all our programming with an aspect of faith, family, finances, fitness, fellowships, and even interject some fun along the way. Today is going to be powerful because it's something that many of us, all of us, need to learn about, and that's the whole area of finances. And we're talking about creating financial wealth. And in this day and time, I believe it's so important. Many of us weren't taught a lot about money. We were taught to be consumers. Many of us were not taught financial literacy. And so a lot of things have been kept from our community. A lot of things have not been novel for us that I think have kept us kind of hindered. But today, we're going to bring some information to you today that's going to change your life. I have 2 guests that are going to be a part of this conversation today on creating financial wealth. And you're going to see their faces more regularly because I am really, really doing all I can to not just empower you, but also to be empowered myself in terms of this area of creating wealth and financial literacy. And so our first guest today is a brother who is doing a lot to help to empower a lot of people. A lot of people have been helped and have been able to create wealth. And I want you to have that same opportunity. And he's going to come now. I'm going to present him, let him introduce himself. Gary McSwain. What's up, Gary? How you doing, my friend?
I am fantastic, Dr. Dewey Smith. I'm very, very excited to be on Hope TV, streaming on all these amazing platforms that you guys have been doing a phenomenal job on.
Thank you so much. I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Gary? Tell us about your journey. Where did you start, and how did you get where you are now in terms of this whole idea of financial wealth creation?
Thank you so much. Well, my name is Gary McSween. I am 35 years of age. I'm actually from the beautiful country of Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm an engineer by profession. I worked in the oil and gas industry for 9.5 years. And, I got into the world of entrepreneurship, I would say about 8 years now. And I was introduced to this industry by a very good friend of mine. And I can tell you that at first I was not a believer of the possibilities. But as soon as I had a chance to meet some real individuals who have transformed their lives, I realized that if God can do it for them, He can definitely do it for me. And I decided to become a student of this industry. If I were to tell you, I had my highs, I also had some lows. I believe God was preparing me for where I am today. In the last 3.5 years, it has been absolute quantum leap in terms of my financial earnings. And I'm very, very grateful to God for the right timing, the right leadership, the right opportunity. And we're just continuing to fly high from glory to glory.
My good friend Antar LeVar called me a couple days ago, last week or week before, and was talking to me about this whole idea of financial trading and
Right.
and the business and opportunity that many of our people across the world have been empowered and impacted, have been able to change their lives and create generational wealth
Yeah.
through the strategies. And so when he told me about you, say, well, Gary was an engineer. So I'm trying to figure out, how did Gary leave engineering? You go to school, do all this work to get into corporate America, which is the American way. And
Right.
after getting a good job, you make a decision that I spent all my time in this, but this is more lucrative and more fulfilling. Tell us how you came about that, and then begin to tell us what you're doing, because I want the people to know, because I'm going to be
Yes.
I'm a part of this as well. So I want to
Yes.
know, and I want to learn more, so we can all be empowered, because the wealth that you guys have been able to create is absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Well, the truth is, every single individual, there is a time in your life where you are going to have to make a decision. Sometimes you've invested a lot of time in one particular area, but change is necessary, right? And we have gone through many challenges in this season that we're in right now, and within every challenge, there's an opportunity for change. And I decided to make a switch from the engineering field to come into the financial world and the financial trading world. And I'm grateful I made the right move because, Dr. Dewey Smith, I want to share with you that the same company that I was working for 9.5 years in my country, they sent home over 8,000 employees. I'm talking about an entire refinery shutting down. And that's really a sign of times changing. And I made the switch. Thank God I was sensitive enough. I made the switch prior to that actually happening. But I can tell you change is necessary, especially in the time that we're in. And if we can pull up that PowerPoint slide, I want to share with you the 4 ways that people actually earn money. I believe it's important. You touched on it, and it's so important. If you look at this cash flow quadrant, it was actually created by Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. He also wrote the book The Cash Flow Quadrant. And he explained the 4 ways that people earn money. Right? If you're listening to this, it's either you're an employee, you're self-employed, you're a business owner, or you are an investor. But our focus as a company is to help you to transition over to becoming a business owner and then becoming an investor. If I were to ask you a very simple question, in the last 10 to 15 years, based on the money that you would have worked for, how much money have you made on that money? Do you know 9 out of 10 times I ask someone that question, the answer is none? Well, what if there was a way, what if there was a skill that you can learn how to multiply your money? Would you be interested in that? And that's where we get you into the investor mindset. If you develop the mindset and understand that you need to put money to work for you, guess what? You can have unlimited income potential. That is the difference between the rich and wealthy people and the poor and middle class people. And I'm pretty much sure every single one of us on here, we can agree that the middle class is slowly being eliminated. So let's see how we can help you here. We can help you transition into becoming an investor by introducing you to 2 of the largest financial markets in the world. Let's go to the next slide where we talk about the foreign exchange market. Now, the next slide shares that on average, this market, $5.3 trillion is traded every single day within this particular market. Now, what is the foreign exchange market? This is where all the currencies in the world is exchanged. I'm talking about the US dollar, the euro dollar, the pound, the Japanese yen, the Swiss franc. All these major currency pairs in the world and all the minor pairs as well are exchanged in this particular market. Again, $5.3 trillion is traded every day. Now, I did not know that this volume of currency is traded every single day. I was completely oblivious to the fact that this market actually exists. Now, if we go to the next slide, you will see that this market operates 24 hours per day, 5 days per week. Okay. Now, who is involved in this market? The banks are, the hedge funds, the governments, large financial institutions, and then, ladies and gentlemen, you have retail traders like you and I. Individuals can actually participate in this market and grow and multiply their money through a regulated broker. Now, the company that I am representing, I Am Mastery Academy, we are not a broker. We're simply an educational platform that's providing first-class education and mentorship in the area of trading the financial markets. So if we go to the next slide, let's introduce you to the second market, which is the digital currency market. Now, the next slide really gives you an eye-opener. Now, the digital currency market is growing towards $1 trillion. It's setting the future stage for how everyone will handle money. Now, we're talking about day-to-day purchases. If you're listening here, I can tell you that I'm pretty much sure you would have heard about the word Bitcoin before. Back in 2006, 2007, I could agree with you if you were skeptical about digital currency and Bitcoin. But ladies and gentlemen, we're living in 2020, and if you're not yet aware of what Bitcoin is, I highly recommend that you get yourself a part of our platform so we can properly educate you on how you can benefit from this market. We're also going to teach you how to trade this market through regulated brokers as well. So if you go to the next slide, digital currency, you can actually use it for day-to-day purchases. Right now, you can use BTC or Bitcoin to purchase real estate. You can use it to purchase a luxury item. You can literally use it for almost any type of day-to-day purchases at your daily restaurants and so forth. So let's go to the next slide, because what I want you to understand is that these markets exist, but a lot of people, they simply do not know how to benefit from these particular markets. And that's where education comes into the picture. I believe that education is the key in the season that we're in. And it's not just traditional education. I'm talking about education that translates into you learning a skill that can now translate into the bottom end, which is money coming into your hands. And that's what you're going to get here through I Am Mastery Academy. We have 3 main academies. The first one is the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy. Then we have the High Frequency Mastery Academy. And then we also have the Digital Currency Mastery Academy. All of these academies are video form, right? And basically, it's going to take you from basic knowledge to intermediate knowledge, all the way to advanced knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know I knew nothing about this space when I came into the company. I literally learned everything right here. And they really took me from basic knowledge all the way to advanced knowledge just through the academies. I can share so many testimonies of people, the light bulb went off when they educated themselves about how the financial institutions were taking their own money and multiplying it in the same market that we're introducing you to right now. You see, I want you to understand that outside of the education, we also have some softwares, some tools, some strategies that you can now utilize and learn and multiply your money on a day-to-day basis. I believe we can pull up that slide there that speaks about the different strategies that we have. And guys, we have, I believe right now, the company has developed over 20 plus different strategies that people can actually utilize, right, and literally grow and multiply their own money. Now, this is the exact or similar type of softwares and strategies that the financial institutions use to multiply our own money. All right, so we can go forward. You can go forward. So go to the next slide, then to the next, then to the next, then to the next again, right? And understand, right? We can stop right there. Now, check this out. I'm not sure if you know that it's much better to learn something hands-on. If you look at our slide there, this is our Go Live platform. So imagine you get the education, you get the actual theory knowledge, but then we put you into a live environment where you are actually looking at the live foreign exchange market. Now, you have to learn when is the right time to buy, when is the right time to sell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have over 100 plus full-time educators, full-time traders. These are individuals that are trained, they are very well documented in their earning potential, and they're literally going to teach you their trading style, their trading strategies. We have learning sessions, and then we have get paid sessions. Our Go Live platform, we like to coin it as the Netflix for trading, right? So just as you have Netflix, you can select any TV station and watch your movie. You can select a bunch of different channels and choose to learn different trading techniques that will allow you to start with a small investment and grow and multiply that over a period of time. So what I want to share on now is how you can actually be a part of this, because we spoke about the education, we spoke about the live trading classes, and we also spoke about the different softwares and strategies that we have. We have people from all walks of life, and we know that some people have the time, some people don't have the time, but at the end of the day, everyone wants to learn how to multiply their own money. So let's talk about how you can be a part of this, because we're going to build up an army. We're going to educate, empower individuals on how to profit from these financial markets. That's the mission of the company. So if we're able to pull up the slide that speaks about how to get started, so we're going to have to go forward. Let's go to the next slide. So that's the strategies there. Those are the softwares. Let's go to the next slide. All right, that speaks about how you can actually get started. So those are some of our success stories right there. So let's talk about how we can get started. Very simple. Next slide. So to get started with us, there are 4 options, okay? You have the foreign exchange educational package, right? The startup fee there is $235. That's going to give you access to the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy, the Go live trading classes, and it's going to give you access to a software where you can actually now, on your own time, be empowered to do this on your own. So the $235 is going to give you access for basically 30 days. Now, this platform is subscription based. If you are satisfied with the services, with the education, with the mentorship that you have access to, month by month, you have a subscription fee that you pay, which is $175. It's really that simple. Okay, so month by month, you pay the subscription fee and you can actually stay connected to the products and the services. Why do people stay connected? Well, guys, you know, the beauty is that you have access to people that have 5 years, 10 years, 15 years experience in trading, and you can literally follow them. They literally tell you when to buy, when to sell, and you can choose to follow them along. So that's why people are connected. They love the education. They love the community. They love the growth. They love to see other people succeed. That's why they continuously connect to the platform. I can talk about testimonies of people earning an extra $50 a day, an extra $100 a day, 200, 500, 1,000, and even more every single day because of the simple skill set that they have learned to analyze the market and know when is the right time to buy, when is the right time to sell. We also have the high frequency educational package. It's the same startup fee and it's the same monthly subscription. Okay, guys? Then we also have the digital currency pack, startup fee $235, same monthly subscription of $175. Okay, so those are the three basic options. Then we have the elite package. The elite package, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to the next slide, right, it gives you access to all three academies in one. We have the foreign exchange educational package, then we have the high frequency educational package, and then we have the digital currency educational package. You get all of that in one for $325, and then the monthly subscription is $275. So that is how you get into our company as a customer with IM Mastery Academy. The last thing I want to share with you, if we can pull up this slide that speaks about 2 and 3. Now, the company is designed for people from all walks of life. I want you to know that we have people that are just graduating out of college that are a part of the platform, and then we have individuals who are business professionals, people who are influencers in different fields that are seeing the benefit of this platform. But what if you may be listening to this and times are tough? You might be able to find the finances to get started, but you want to stay connected to the platform month after month after month. The company says if you refer 2 customers, you sign up 2 customers on your customer referral link, the company would now give you free product access for your second 30 days of subscription. So that is how you get in. That's how you stay connected to the platform and how you can have an incredible experience. I always tell people this: you want to give this thing time. When you come in, you want to give yourself, at least a foundation of 6 months, and then you move on to 12-month commitment, 18-month commitment. Why? Because you have to give yourself time to succeed. The individual that introduced me to this company has been a major influence, and I know that Dr. Dewey Smith is going to introduce him on this webinar with us. But I can tell you guys, major pivotal role in the success that my wife and I are actually creating today. We literally went from borrowing the money to get started to earning our first $1 million US within 14 months of being a part of this platform. Now it's 3 years and 8 months, and we're talking about multiple millions of dollars that we have earned in the midst of the trying times that the world is facing right now. So I'm grateful to God for what is going on, and we're going to continue to impact a lot of lives. You will have an opportunity to work with me directly, along with an incredible team that we have here within IM Mastery Academy. So, Dr. Dewey, I'll pass it back over to you, sir.
Gary, it's been amazing. My son is a student at Morehouse College, and when I found out about one of his classmates or schoolmates rather, who was at Morehouse and got into the business, started out making a few dollars a month, and within 6 months to a year, this guy had gone to making in excess of $100,000 to $250,000 a month at 23 years of age, and it was just absolutely mind blowing. And so when I was told about the company and told about just the powerful access and information in terms of financial literacy, and so your mentor, who is becoming my mentor and has mentored so many others, is arguably one of the leaders in terms of not just network marketing, but helping people to really create financial wealth and generational wealth. And I'm so happy that he's a part today and to take time out of his busy schedule, because you guys, we want to show your faces here all the time, on a weekly basis on Apple TV and Roku TV and Twitch and Amazon and Facebook and etc. And so today I'm excited to have with us a leader, a thinker, and he is just a man of God who is helping other people and his selflessness. And so David Imonitie. David, how are you, sir?
I'm fantastic. Pastor, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. I love the technology here. This is nice. This is good.
Well, outstanding. Gary's done a great job telling us about the company, his background. So can you let our viewers know who you are and your journey,
Yeah.
what led you from there, and how did you become what you are today, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Pastor, thank you so much for inviting us onto this financial wealth creation. And I want to commend you for having the boldness to do this. Because I know a lot of people with great influence and great power, a lot of times shy away from talking about wealth because people may have a misconception about as to why they are talking about it. But, both my parents are pastors. So I grew up in the church. I was in church 8 days a week, it seemed like. And I grew up with the Word of God. I grew up with faith. And I saw how hard they worked. And I didn't want that life for myself. And over time, not just hearing the Word, I really started to understand success principles that were in the Word that would allow me to really have a life that most people would absolutely dream of. And at the age of 21, after failing out of school, I did what my parents told me to do. They told me to go to school and get good grades and all that good stuff. And it just didn't work out. I found myself after 4 years of schooling, I had 32 credits. 32 credits. So I wasn't doing well. Moved back home. I was working retail at the time in the Galleria Mall. And a frat brother of mine introduced me to entrepreneurship. I was 21 years old. And I was hungry. I wasn't just hungry for success. I was like literally hungry for food. So I didn't have a choice of saying, well, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? No, it had to work. And I got involved in that business. And guess what, Pastor? I failed. And I failed miserably. I failed for 4.5 years, almost 5 years of failure. But I never quit. And then one day, I found an opportunity at the right time with the right leaders, with the right type of compensation plan, and a product service that absolutely works. And guys, within my first 6 months in that opportunity, I earned six figures. Keep in mind, almost 5 years, I had made $80,000 combined. In first 6 months, six figures. By 27, I'd earned my first $1 million. And I can tell you right now, a lot of the principles that Pastor teaches on faith, those were the principles that I utilized to get to where it is that I am here today. And that's 10 years ago. I'll be turning 37. All right. I know I still look 27, but I'll be turning 37 in a couple of days. All right. July 2nd. So I'll be expecting a gift. Nobody can say they didn't know. So I'm telling you now. I'll be turning 37, in a few days. And I look at my life today, and it's all I can say is just thank God. You just thank God that I started to apply, how to think right. We hear it all the time. If you change your mindset, you can change your life. But then how do I go about changing my mindset? How did I get this mindset in the first place? That's the question. What were the words that were fed to me when I was a child? What were the images that I was looking at? What emotions have they created that's allowed me to live the life that I don't want? Once you identify that, then you can decide, no, these are the words that I want. This is what I want. So I just aligned them with what the Word of God said. He said, I'm the head and not the tail. So why should I not live like a king? Why should I not live at the very top of whatever profession that I'm in? All right. And then I started to put pictures around me. I wanted a Bentley back in 2009, 2010. I wanted a Bentley. So I went and got pictures of Bentleys and I put them up everywhere. Put in my kitchen, my bedroom, my office. I had it every single where. And guess what? I paid cash for one in 2010. Right? Did the same thing with Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces and homes. And I think I'm on my fourth Rolls Royce now. Now, if you're watching this and you got a jealous look on your face, wipe it off your face, all right? You should be happy for me because I'm showing you exactly what your pastor's probably already been talking to you about. But you got to do it. But then here's the key. You got to get involved in an opportunity that allows you to apply faith because this doesn't work at a job. It doesn't. You can't go to your job tomorrow and say, hey, listen, I've learned some success principles and I've been thinking, you become what you think about. As a man thinking in his heart, so is he. And I was thinking all night and I think you should give me a raise. That's not going to work. You got to put your hands to something. You got to put your hands to something that God can bless. You know, in the Bible, there were only two classes of people that had jobs: soldiers and slaves. Everyone else owned something. Everyone else sold something. You're being sold something right now at your job. The CEO of your company, he's not there. He's on the golf course. He's at home. She's at home. She's on the golf course. But you're there working. They're leveraging you. They're leveraging your time. I believe it's high time that we make the decision. You saw what Gary talked about in the Cashflow Quadrant, making that shift and becoming a business owner, making that shift and becoming an investor. Ladies and gentlemen, residual income. I've watched Gary and his wife completely transform their lives. They're some of my best friends. He's a brother. They're family to me. And it's just amazing to see someone go from $7,000 in a year, Pastor, $7,000 the whole year, to now a multiple seven-figure earner in this company. And guys, if he can do it, why can't you? Why can't you? All right? You look at our compensation plan. If you decide that you want to share what it is that we have here, you want to share this financial blessing with other people, the opportunity for them to learn a skill set that could change their lives forever, we're going to pay you on a residual basis. I want you to write this down. Your network, okay, your network of people is going to be your net worth. Your network of people is going to be your net worth. See, J. Paul Getty said it best. He said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts versus 100% of my own efforts. See, 100% of my own efforts, if I go to work, I get paid. I go to work, I get paid. If I don't go to work, look at what's happened with this pandemic. How many people have lost their jobs? How many people have lost their businesses? Why? Because they didn't have leverage. They're not utilizing the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, if your business is not online, you've missed it. We've stayed right at home throughout this whole pandemic, and our company almost quadrupled. Almost. Because of what it is that we offer here. So when you get started, you share this concept with someone else, you're going to get paid a referral bonus of $25 to $50, depending on the package they purchase. Then we're going to put you into a structure where now you can earn residual income. You do something one time, but you get paid on it month after month after month after month. People say, well, David, how much money did you make your first month? I don't know, because I still get paid on what I did my first month. Well, what'd you make your first year? I don't know, because I still get paid on what I did my first year. Look at this compensation plan. 3 customers, just 3 people that you refer. Now you're earning $150 a month. Now I know you're thinking that's not really a whole lot of money. Well, let me ask you a question. If $150 is missing on your next paycheck, how many of you would recognize that it was missing? Right? You probably would. But look at this next slide here. 12 customers in your business, just 12, and you're $600 per month. What can an extra $600 a month do for you right now? See, I made my decision based on $600 a month. I didn't make my decision based on hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. I said to myself, everyone can do that. Everyone can get 12 customers. And if everyone can get 12 customers, then enough people will go platinum 1,000, 30 customers, $1,000 a month. Just think about it. You're making $60,000 a year on your job. And your boss calls you in the office and says, hey, we're going to take you from 60 to 72,000. Would you not give a praise report, right? Wouldn't you be dancing? You can give yourself that raise just with 30 customers. 75 customers in your business, $2,000 a month. Okay? 5,000 customers in your business, guys, not 5,000, $5,000 a month you can earn just with 225 customers in your business. See, my head is always thinking big, all right? Right? Then you can become a chairman. You know, we set a goal that we were going to help 100 people get to the Chairman 10 level in 18 months. Pastor, we did it in 17 months. It's over 100 people earning 6 figures per month, 6 figures a year. Okay. Then we set another goal. We're going to help 200 people do it, and we did it. We're approaching almost 400 people at the Chairman 10 level or above. Some have gone on to become Chairman 25s, $25,000 a month. Some have gone on to $50,000 a month. Some have gone on to become Chairman 100s, like Gary McSween. He's knocking at the door right there at Chairman 250. Some have even gone on to become Chairman 250s. Right now we've got 3 individuals in our company that are at chairman 250 and above. And 2 of them are 23 years or younger. All of them are 30 years or younger. Okay? There's a shift that's happening right now, and you've got to get with it. You've got to get with that shift that's happening right now. We have a young man at $500,000 a month. Bryce Thompson, 23 years old. He'll be 24. His birthday is the same as mine. He's July 2nd as well. And he pledged capital. All right? God just does things like that for me all the time. All right? We have people that have gone to chairman 750. Gentlemen, the opportunity is right here in front of you. The person, right, the man of God that's bringing this opportunity to you, that's not the reason why you get started. You get started because you looked at the information and it made sense to you. And you are going to make the decision that you're going to win. Not just make the decision to get involved, but you're going to make the decision that I'm going to plug in. I'm going to plug into what Gary's going to teach me. I'm going to plug into what Dave is going to teach me, right? Because all what Pastor wants to do is say, hey, this is an option. This is a chance. This is an option, right? Are there any guarantees of success? No. If you want guarantees, you work a job. But if you want to live by faith, where there's no guarantees, there's no guarantees in faith, right? There's patience, right? There's the right mentality, there's speaking the right words, right? There's no guarantees, but guess what? There's a limitless amount of income you can earn when you operate under faith. The last 16 years of my life, I haven't had a job. It's been completely faith. No one has said, David, this is what's owed to you, okay? I decided this is what I'm worth. This is what I'm going to fight for. This is what I'm going to work for. And guess what? God has blessed me above and beyond anything that I could ask or think. I hope that sounds familiar to you. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to get back with whoever invited you onto this call and let them know you want to get started. We put a whole team around Pastor to help you get started, help you get going, whether it's on the trading side of the business or the trading side and building the business. Keep in mind, the building of the business is optional. You don't have to do that. But make the decision tonight. I want to learn. If you look at that word learn, the last 4 letters spell earn. Whatever it is you learn, you have the ability to earn in it. So, Pastor, I thank you so much for inviting me on the call here tonight. And I'm pretty sure that all the guests that are listening in, they're ready to rock and roll with us. So, looking forward to it. Pastor, I'll turn it back over to you.
This is amazing. You know, I've heard some of the stories of the people that are in the company and how those who've been aggressive and those who've applied the principles, how their lives have been changed. As you said earlier, those who are not even 30 years of age, you know, making $250,000 a month just by utilizing the principles. Sometimes presentations like this may be intimidating to people, but basically there are 2 ways to make money. If I'm wrong, please correct me. The first is learning how to do trade on foreign exchange.
Right.
And you can do it for yourself. And the second is to create your own business. What do you say to people who've never traded before, who don't have any financial literacy? Those who may be saying, it sounds good, but I'm not good at this. I don't know much about investing. What do you say to those people? How do you calm those fears and those ideas?
Yeah, we know. We know you're not good at it. We know that you've never done it before. That's old news. My question for you is, do you want to stay there? Do you want to stay in a place of ignorance when it comes to money? See, money is meant to be accumulated. You're doing that. You're accumulating money at your job or in your business. But then money is also meant for planting. It's also meant to be multiplied. See, that's where we miss it. Because if we're not growing money, then we can't protect it and we can't pass it on. So I had to ask myself that same question, Pastor, almost 4 years ago. Was I going to allow the ignorance that I had at that particular time based on the Forex market? I was ignorant about it. Was I going to allow that to cause me to miss out on what was possible? And the answer for me was no. So I understand if you right now you're feeling that I don't know if I can do that. Well, that's why we're here. That's why we provide the academy. That's why we provide the live mentorship. That's the purpose of why this company was created. That's like saying, you know, I'm hungry, but I don't know how to cook. Well, let's teach you how to cook so you can eat, right? That's what I would say to someone who might be intimidated by this information. I completely understand that. But do we want to use that as an excuse not to move on, not to get better, right? Not to go to the next level? And my answer to that was no, I wasn't going to do that. Are you there, Pastor?
They can join the group. Gary, you want to say something?
Absolutely. I would say 95% of the people that get started with us have never done this before, right? So if you're listening to this, please give yourself a chance to learn this skill set. That's my recommendation to you, because you would never know what can actually happen. You know, Pastor, we have shared this with people from all walks of life. And the beauty here is that no one determines the success that someone can have. It's their application to the knowledge, and they can take this as far as they want to go. There's no cap on your earning potential with this skill set, none whatsoever. And the transformation is life changing. Once you want to be a part of this, you can see right there at the bottom of the screen, we have a group. You say, hey, listen, I want to be a part of this organization. I want to be a part of this mentorship. You simply just scan the code and you can join the WhatsApp group. Once you get into the group, you will have direct communication with myself and Anta Lavar. And Dr. Dewey Smith as well. We're going to answer the questions that you would have, get you started, connect you to the products and the services, and really take you through the steps to becoming a part of this amazing, amazing platform.
And so even those who've never traded before, you will have through the academy, those who will mentor, provide instructions, recommendations for how they can trade monies, how they can get started. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct. We literally have a system from A to Z. We have everything play by play, exactly what you need to do. And it's absolutely a blessing. You're going to get acclimatized to what we have going on. You can actually start benefiting and learning the skill set that we have to offer.
Okay, outstanding. And so so if someone wants to get involved, they can simply scan the code that's on the screen now.
Yes, that is correct.
You're going to provide them everything they need to get started to begin this journey of creating financial wealth, creating generational wealth. Bible tells us that a good man leaves an inheritance not just for his children, but for his children's children. So that's the rubric there. That's the breakdown for how the monies can be earned. Wow.
Yes.
And those residuals are paid weekly. Is that correct?
That is correct. Every Friday. What is today? Today is Monday. We got paid just a couple of days ago. So every Friday you have a solid business. People are learning. People are earning through trading. They love the platform. They love the community. Every Friday the company would pay you a residual commission. And again, this part of it is just a representation. It's just a spin-off of thousands and thousands of people that are benefiting from the education that the company has to offer. So I'm really, really excited about the impact that we're having on people's lives. And we're really just getting started. If you think we're having success now, yeah, we're really just getting this thing started.
Outstanding. Well, Dave, is there anything else you want to share with us? Because we're going to have you guys come back when your schedule allows it. I want to be providing this information at least on a weekly basis, maybe some of the trainings on a weekly basis, some of those who can do some mentorship so we can get people involved. We got people watching all over the world right now. Probably 50 to 100,000 people will see this particular broadcast. And so there are people right now who need this opportunity, and you wondered why you tuned in today. You tuned in today for a specific reason. God does not do anything by accident. It's divine providence. And there's a reason why you tuned in today through Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon, Twitch, however you've tuned in. There's a reason why your life can change. 2020 has been crazy. It's because God is forcing us and pushing us to dream beyond our parameters. So, David, is there anything else you want to say before we close this broadcast?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations. Congratulations to each and every one of you that is making the decision to do something different, to do something that may be uncomfortable. I tell people all the time, your comfort zone is your broke zone. If you're doing something that is comfortable, that is not where your wealth is. Your wealth is doing the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. And the last thing I'll say is this: people do not fail in life because someone lied to you. That's not why you fail. You fail because someone took the time to tell you the truth, but you chose not to believe it, all right, because of the way you think. You change the way you think, you can absolutely change your life.
Well, Gary McSween, Gary, thank you so much. David, thanks for just the leadership and thanks for this opportunity we're providing to the world. I hope everybody's been inspired and impacted by this broadcast, Financial Wealth Creation here on Hope TV. Please, if you're interested, join our group. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Change your life today. Tomorrow is the end of the first half of the year. The last half of the year can be the best half of the year and the best half of your life. Take advantage of this. I Am Master Academy. Do it right now. Gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing your time. Thank you for your struggles and your successes. You are personifications of success. Thank you for not giving up. Because you held on, you can now inspire and encourage others to hold on and do similarly. So thank you very much.
Thank you as well, Pastor.
Thank you, Pastor.
Well, hey, family, you've been watching this episode on Hope TV, Financial Wealth Creation. I hope that you will avail yourself of information. Research it, research it, research it. Join the group right now. We're going to get you all the information you need that you can begin to change your life. I don't care how old, how young you are. Don't miss this opportunity to grow and be all that God has called us to be. We're going to close this broadcast now. But as always, remember this: if you'll be good to God, then God will be good to you. Until next time, peace. Let's take it to the next level. Love you guys.